Okay. Okay, so where is my channel? I need to see when I posted that. Okay, so 3 days ago, I posted something on the channel that goes, I feel like I'll be traveling soon, which bag to buy? And I made a poll between the Peak Design Everyday Backpack and the Low Pro Tactic Backpack. Very quickly, I want to answer why those two. Basically, I have four categories or four criteria in buying a bag: the price, the size, the aesthetics, and the functionality. So those are the four that I need to satisfy before I decide which bag to buy. So for the Pro Tactic series, I was looking specifically for the 300 AW Mark II. If you've been on the channel quite some time, I reviewed that a couple of months back, and I really love that bag. The form factor, the functionality, it's basically perfect for how I do things. The only problem with the Pro Tactic 300 is the size. I find it a bit small for how I do things, and as I've said here, I feel like I'll be traveling soon. In fact, it's not that I feel like I will be traveling soon. I'll be going out of town with my friends. So I need a bag for both my camera gear and my personal stuff. And again, the Low Pro Tactic 300, I find it small, a bit small for both the camera gear and my personal stuff. But the price is just right for me. It's 8,500. I'm living here in the Philippines, so it's in peso. 8,500. It's very reasonable and very budget friendly in a way. I love the functionality. You can access both sides and you can access from the top. So I love the functionality. I love the aesthetics. I really love the aesthetics, specifically of the 300 AW Mark II. When I looked at the 450 or the 350 Pro Tactic, I find it aesthetically not pleasing for me. It's just my preference. It's just personal that I don't like the design of the 350 and the 450 Pro Tactic series. But I love the size of those two. Again, when we look at the criteria that I have, I love the price. I love the aesthetics. I love the functionality. However, I don't like the size. I feel like it will not fit my long-term goal as a content creator and as a human being, basically. And in the Peak Design Everyday Backpack, I'm looking specifically at the 30 liter. I feel like the 30 liter is just perfect to how I do things. How I wish I could fit more stuff into it, but 30 liters would be enough to how I do things as of this moment. Like, I'm confident that both my personal stuff and my camera gear, which I don't have a lot yet, I feel like they would fit perfectly fine in the 30 liter everyday backpack. So the size is just fine with me. It's very acceptable. It's very ideal for me. As for the functionality, it's practically like the Low Pro 300 Pro Tactic. You can access both sides and you can access from the top. And for me, again, I love that bag mechanism, camera bag mechanism, if I could call it that way. Aesthetic, of course, the aesthetic of the Peak Design Everyday Backpacks are really my preference. It's smooth, it's sleek, it's nice. You might be asking, you might be thinking that the Low Pro Tactic is very much rugged looking, while the Peak Design is very much serious looking or smooth or sleek looking. And for me, those two are very much acceptable. The form factor and everything else. However, just like the Low Pro Tactic, it has one item on my category that is not being satisfied, and that is the price. So again, as I mentioned, the Low Pro Tactic 300 is around 8,500 pesos. The Peak Design Everyday Backpack 30 liter is around 19,500, something like that. So yeah, it's very, very expensive for a bag. But again, I know that for sure, if we've invested on camera gear, on lenses, which are much more expensive compared to bag, why go cheap? You know, why go cheap with camera bag or something? So those are the reasons why I put the Peak Design Everyday Backpack and the Low Pro Tactic as my top choices. But you might be asking, where is the Peter McKinnon Nomadic backpack? Well, that bag, of course, I personally think that everyone have searched one time in their lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're looking for a bag, there's no way that you won't search for that. There's no way that you won't hope for that. You know, there's no way that you won't consider that, because that is a dream bag. You know what I'm saying? Because the form factor, the design, the aesthetics, the size, the maker, the creator, it's Peter McKinnon. It's just the dream bag, and I agree with that. However, it's just like the Peak design. It has the aesthetics, it has the size, it has the functionality. However, it's very, very expensive. It's much more expensive than the Peak design. So if in the Peak design, the price is already an issue for me, how much more the Peter McKinnon Nomadic backpack? However, today is November 1. Happy Halloween to everyone. However, yesterday, October 31, my fiance surprised me with something. Yeah, so you heard that right. Surprised me with something that until this moment, I really can't believe that it happened. Basically, she got me a bag. Of course, she knows my story. Of course, she knows everything. She knows my options, and she knows the top choices that I have. That's the Peak design and the Low Pro Tactic backpacks. But she got me something that is beyond measure, beyond my imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, my fiance got me this camera bag. Ugh. There you go. So this is not a Peak design. This is not a Low Pro camera bag. But this is, ladies and gentlemen, is the Nomadic Peter McKinnon 35-liter camera bag. So a moment of silence for that, because again, I really can't believe that I'm really holding this right now. I really can't believe that I'll be using the Peter McKinnon camera bag, because this looks very premium. Of course, I know that. Again, as I mentioned, every content creator, I believe, researched about this bag once in their lifetime. So thank you very much to my fiance for sponsoring this video, if I could say that, for gifting me with this amazing bag. Again, this is such a dream bag. When I woke up earlier, I thought that all of it was just a dream, to be honest, because there's just no way that I'll be having this bag super soon. Yeah, so it's very, for me, I wasn't really planning to buy this bag because it's very not practical for me. It's very expensive for me. So I really didn't ask her, or I didn't really push her to buy me this. I never really wanted that also, but she gave it to me anyway. So thank you very much. I haven't really explored this. I just put my stuff inside to see how capable and why is it a dream bag. Maybe I can do a proper review of this bag sooner or later, but sorry, I can just lay it flat here. Yeah, that's better. Again, thank you for everyone who participated. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the answers, the inputs, the insights, the votes. Thank you very much. But I didn't get any of those two options, the Low Pro and the Peak design. I got the Peter Nomadic backpack. I believe this is the version 1, and that's even better, because I like really the version 1 than the version 2, because this is more aesthetically pleasing for me personally. So yeah, so again, I'm really excited to go out and explore the world with this bag. I haven't tried fully this bag, but I tried putting my stuff, my gear, my camera gear, and some of my personal stuff inside. I don't think I can use this as an everyday backpack because it's very big. But as for a travel or photography, videography gig, this is very much ideal for my situation. So yeah, again, until now, I'm making this video and I am not really 100% sure if I'm awake, because I feel like I'm still dreaming that I'm holding this bag right here. Thank you very much again. And by the way, I forgot to mention, I'm currently here in the Philippines, and guess what? This bag is not available here in the Philippines, unfortunately. I don't know if I haven't explored enough, but in the usual camera stores, you won't find a Nomadic Peter McKinnon backpack. So that's something that I want to appreciate also. The effort to get this bag really is something that I will forever treasure. Again, this isn't about the stuff inside this bag. This video is really meant to thank my fiance, of course, to thank you for participating again to my poll, but most especially to my fiance for giving me this bag. Thank you, love. Please give her some love. Follow her, subscribe to her channel. You can comment in one of her videos. You can say that, I'm really happy about this bag, and you're there because you want to extend that love and that appreciation to her. So yeah, thank you very much. Maybe I can show you, I'd like to show you the insides of this bag, because I have here already I have here already my stuff. I want to show you. This is not meant to be a review, a camera bag review, but I'm just really happy that I made this video. So yeah, so very quickly I want to share how I arranged the stuff, the dividers inside based on my needs. So yeah, I don't have many gear yet. I don't have many stuff yet, but yeah, so this is what I have right now as of this moment. So yeah, let's see what's inside my bag. I think I haven't invited you to subscribe to the channel, so let me do my usual intro. Before anything else, I'd like to officially welcome you to my channel. Thank you for making it past the intro. If you're into cameras, gadgets, technologies, all that good stuff, please do subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't yet. In that case, you won't miss out on anything from this channel. By the way, shout out to my fiance for sponsoring this video.